side mission, eh?
Let's loot this place clean.
Shall we get this expedition underway?
Time for a change.
Let's be quick.
Time to go.
No! Maybe I should mix some jobs up.
All right. This is the one.
Like the fedora. Nice.
There you go.
Let's make this entertaining. This might be
I'll take that.
No, I should have done my
That's all of them.
any
assassination.
worth celebrating.
Is this mission? Defeat a Marlboro.
You're finally asking for help.
No!
Well done.
Yourselves.
Man. Get super turned around.
A nuisance. I'm ready for anything.
We win.
Let's forge ahead.
The trial key. Wonder what that does. Am I seriously stuck here? Oh my god. What's going on, Curious? This is a level where the lack of mini-map is a bit of a problem.
Oh, I am unmuted. I'm playing XCOM and
How's it going? Are XCOM 1 or XCOM 2?
XCOM 2. I'm playing the Legacy operations. They're all right, but it's like
Is that pre-War of the Chosen?
Legacy operations are set between XCOM and XCOM 2. They're like little bits of.
Did that ship with the game?
story.
I don't recall
No.
that stuff.
No, it's a DLC that came out after War of the Chosen.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't do much to the campaign. The only thing it does to the campaign is it gives you some, like, there's 4 items you can unlock in the Legacy DLC that you unlock for the campaign, but I believe they are mostly just skins, or if anything, they're like slightly different versions of weapons, but they don't, they're not.
Nothing
It's
too
nothing
wildly
that-
different.
Yeah, might be slightly different damage values or something, but that's the most change. No, I'm just doing them because they seem alright. It's some little extra bits of story, and like it's I don't have time to commit to a full campaign just yet, and it's like it's also given me a bit of practice because like I went into that and like died incredibly badly, and like they're kind of short little things that you can repeat, so I'm getting a bit of practice in of like, okay, how could I have done this particular situation differently? But I don't know, the only thing I'm getting out of it is like I know how to kill enemies. It's just literally just don't pull all the enemies, just try and pull one group at a time because it'll go bad otherwise.
Oh, that's key to XCOM survival.
It's like until you're in the top tier of loot, like, and then like
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
you're
Work as a
just as
team and
overpowered
you'll
in
be
this
fine.
legacy thing as the campaign when you get to like the final missions.
Oh,
You
nice.
just,
Well, that's fun. I like I like when that happens in XCOM.
it's like like each mission you just get like an automatic like, okay, you got slightly better stuff like each mission. So like the hardest missions are like actually the first two before you get laser weapons because your equipment sucks in the
Oh,
first
that's
two
funny.
missions. It's like the final mission of the first campaign that I did was like, oh, there's like 3 groups of enemies with avatars in them, but like the equipment you have on that level, like as long as you don't pull 3 avatars at the same time, like I just wiped. Like I couldn't pull everything on that map, but that's because there were 3 avatars. You can't. But that, like the level before that, I could pretty much just pull multiple groups because there wasn't anything too scary on that one.
Well, I'm at a weird spot in this game where my recommended level is pretty far below the next mission's recommended level is pretty far above where I'm currently at. So I'm going around and doing all these fun side missions.
Did you finish Elden Ring?
Let's keep going.
No, I didn't. I unlocked the last. Well, no, there's still one area on the map that has clouds on it, but I think I still have a fair number of bosses before I beat it.
Let's be
finished
quick.
Princess Rani today.
See, that's the thing. That's another one of those quest lines where I kind of hit a. I could just look up a guide, and I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go to continue it, which is the underground area. I just don't know where to go in that underground area.
There's a weird point on that quest where it's not super obvious a thing that you have to do, but I don't know, it's not. A lot of people seem to like Rani, but just because they're horny for
horny
Rani,
for,
'cause she's
yeah.
not an
Well,
anime lady.
that's
like,
gaming.
you know, that's TK's life now. He's just in heaven learning Rani because that's the ending.
You have to pledge yourself to her to continue her quest. It seems
Well,
like
yeah,
there's a moment like that for a lot of the quest lines, though.
You become her Elden Lord, which means you've got to fuck her. Which is...
I think so. I looked up. I know that there's a bunch of different endings for it, and one of them is specific to her. I think she takes you as her like concubine if you do her ending.
Yeah. I saw the ending that TK got, and it's like she did a speech about what her rule was going to be like.
Here we are.
Beautiful.
And she was like, now begins the Age of Stars. It's gonna be lonely, depressing, and sad.
Fantastic.
It's like, oh, okay. And then she was, and now TK, we go to bone. No, she said something like, and now you rule by my side for my eternal consort or something.
I wonder if there is a like quote unquote best ending. Because also when I saw the different endings video, the person was clearly like, you know, new endings were being found while I was making this. I don't think we have them all yet.
Yeah, there's like, because there's multiple kind of different divine factions.
Yeah.
Apparently there's actually a bunch of outer gods, and like most of the endings, like at least most of the default endings are like pledging yourself to like a particular, like Rani's, you know, you're pledging yourself to the moon if you picked Rani. And there's like the Will, which is
That was rough.
the Earth Tree faction. The Fire, which might be Volcano Manor.
Oh, I don't know if that's no. There's a samurai guy that you run into early on in the game, and then you run into him in the frozen area, the land of the giants, and he's like, "Oh, the person who body this belonged to is no longer the person you're talking to now," and he tries to get you to just burn the Erd Tree. So I think that's unrelated to the Fire Volcano Manor, but it's whatever organization he's trying to rep. Cactuar. All right, I have to find another Cactuar.
It's just a fire god, and I don't.
It's the only way I could go here.
I don't know. Like most of the endings that I've seen listed are just like you're just becoming like an Elden Lord of like a different god, but presumably there's like. I guess there might be a like fuck all the gods ending.
Yeah, I don't really
guess.
know. Computer breaker. Guess we go here. Kid Gloves told me that there was a PS5 version of Neo, and in that version of Neo the game had 4K 60 support or some resolution, probably 1080p 120 FPS, which makes me so bummed about this game because this is the Neo engine, but my options are prioritize frame rate, which is 1080p, not always 60, or prioritize resolution, which is still 1080p. It's like this as a PS5 game is not, it's false advertising.
It's up to you, Sophia.
You're finally asking for help.
I really think that the lack of a mini-map in this game is just due to its rushed state rather than being some sort of game design decision.
Is that it?
Good job. Now on.
Oh. It was very wet today.
More trash to dispose of.
It's been really wet here the past couple of days, but that's because we got a bunch of snow last Friday, and it's been above freezing now, so everything's melted and become muddy. It's in the 60s today, which is super nice.
It's just like cold, dreary spring here, like worms everywhere. No, I went on the train for like an hour to go and get some stuff from an Argos in like halfway to Wales. I was looking at the map of the UK the other day and I was like, this country's really fucking small. And like I literally went halfway to Wales to pick up some like shopping.
Well, yeah, I guess as an American, I'm always amazed at how small European countries are. Though I've only ever been to Italy and Ireland. All right, Cactuar.
Like that, I got pretty cold and pretty wet, but that went okay. That was all right, but like, ugh, man.
Have you seen the British guy on TikTok that's a big fan of trains?
No.
He gets super excited whenever trains go by. Apparently, he's not doing it as a bit. He's legit just like a big fan of trains.
I'm like, I think what I'm really into is model trains, and that's literally because like when I was like a small child and we moved into this house, like the previous owner, like the room that became my bedroom, he just had that entire room as like a model train set room.
Where's the last Cactuar? I always wanted model trains as a kid, but I don't know. My older cousin got some, and I just remember like my folks always being like, "Oh, you're too young. When you're older, and then I just kind of forgot about stuff.
I'm not. I did actually have like a model train set when I was younger, but like I'm much more into my Lego stuff now because like just the guy that lived in this house, he had like a crazy, like it was a pretty good like model rail setup that like filled the entire room. Like I was pretty jealous of it, but like it seemed like there used to be a lot of older guys around here who was into that, but like yeah, it's just modeling stuff is like it's just difficult when you've got to do all the like, you know, the trees and the buildings and like all that stuff, and like it's messy and it's a lot of work, and it's like I mean, did you ever do any like miniatures modeling stuff?
I mean, in school, I've built architectural models. I don't really do it too often in professional work nowadays, and except for like special occasion stuff. But we never went to the detail level of like a model train set kind of thing. Plus, I think the scales are kind of different.
And so I compare it to like model rail stuff is kind of like miniature modeling stuff, and it's like I was never patient or any good at that because it's a lot of fiddly like gluing and like painting of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like Lego is working out way better for me, because it's like I can still, if I want to, like do pretty creative stuff, but there's no painting and there's no gluing. I just have to, you know, put together some Lego stuff. And like it's kind of cooler in a way as well, because like there's a lot of like people sharing designs online for like, oh, here's like a Lego, like a wagon that you can build for your train. So there's a lot of that, which is with a Lego train, that's pretty easy. You just have to have the parts. But you know, if you were trying to build like a model like that for your train yourself, like that's incredibly difficult.
I remember when I was doing the Lego thing, and I would see people that had like their own designs, but like had the blocks like specific colors coordinated well, being really impressed with that. Because it was like I never had the patience to I was always just on the hunt for like, oh, is this piece going to be the right size, let alone coordinating the color, because it was just this, you know, giant bin of miscellaneous stuff at that point. I guess I should just do this next mission. In school, I eventually got really fed up with actually having to build a physical model. By the time I was spending a bunch of time and effort on just the 3D model and like making sure
All that's
rendering's
left is
looking
the
nice,
water crystal.
Yeah.
like then constructing, taking the time to construct a physical model after that, I was like, oh man, this is, I've already done this.
Hey.
The school I was at had a 3D printer, but I never got to
You might
use
not
it
like
because it was
this,
always
You know I
like
to
grad
speak my
students were always like first on the
Let's
totem
go.
pole for being able to use it. Especially with 3D modeling, you can very easily design some like freeform shapes that kind of impossible to build in a short amount of time.
Time for a change.
Check out the white mage thing.
All right. This is the one.
That looks pretty old. I wonder, does it work? No response. at
Oh,
all.
I didn't pay attention
Let's
to
find a
the
way to open
loading
it.
screen. I don't immediately recognize what Final Fantasy game this could be from.
Locked and loaded. Got it covered.
Looks like things are finally in motion.
Region. Raise. Oh, there is a raise spell.
It's finally open. Let's go.
Let's see what's inside.
Dog, I can't get up there. Why would you say that?
Hey, Jack.
Let me guess. More memory talk.
Memories are precious, don't you think?
If they're so precious, keep them to yourself.
A nuisance.
Let's make this entertaining.
Nice. I'm done with you. It's up to you, Sophia.
Allow me.
Move aside.
I don't know what I expected.
There's one.
Come on, follow me.
Hit him where it hurts!
I didn't think we'd get through this way.
One more secret uncovered.
I'm kind of frustrated with my arguing with the Pokemon Center now font.
I don't know what to tell you there.
So the place we
What is the main issue
different
over?
from this one. Came to this world, strike down chaos, and become warriors of light.
They're like, they, as a store policy, they're claiming that they won't do like replacements, which like that's an illegal policy, and I just at the moment I just want to report them for that, but I don't actually know who to like report them to because it's like
They won't do replacements for what? Like if you return something or?
yeah, damaged stuff. Which so they're like, oh, just return it to us and then place a new order and pay for the shipping yourself. But it's like that's like under UK law, like because it's damaged because they didn't bother like putting packaging in there properly.
Is it like a damage in shipping kind of thing?
Yeah, so like they
Get back up there.
like basically they have to pay the like the shipping cost for the replacement, and like they're refusing to do that, and like I'm at the stage where like they're just being shitty about it, and like I need to report them to someone, but I don't actually know.
Is the order big enough that like it is a big deal? So it's just like for enamel pins or something like that. They probably just you know what I mean? If it's not over a certain monetary value, I don't know.
The thing that's annoying me is that they're like, because it's like a store, like it's an illegal store policy, and like so they're basically just like they're scamming out. Like most of their reviews in the store are like the Pokemon Center like trash this in shipping. Like they're really bad at like packaging stuff properly, and then like every one of those people, they're trying to scam them out of like the shipping costs. So it's more that it's just like it's a scam that they're pulling on all their customers, which like collectively like adds up to quite a lot. But I don't know. I don't actually know what the next step is now, because like the next step is I have to report them to someone, but like I feel like my shitty right-wing government has actually made the next step like harder. Because like
yeah, I mean, again, if you report it to somebody, if the issue doesn't add up to some significant monetary value, I just most people aren't gonna waste their time with stuff like that.
Yeah, but my point is like I want to report it because like they're basically like
The only thing I
forcing
can
their
remember
customers
about
to like
home is
it seems
tall
like
grass.
returns is a big problem for them because they keep damaging stuff. So this is like
That's all I can recall.
kind of probably
else.
talking like hundreds
Not
of
even the
orders a
town
month,
or my house.
and they're like
So-
they're pocketing like the shipping that they should
Go
be
home, I can't remember at all. Hey, are you guys listening?
like they should be paying out for that shipping, but they're making customers pay for that. So like for me individually it's nothing, but like it adds up because like that like it's what they're doing is like very specifically illegal, and across all the orders that they're doing it on, like it adds up to like a significant amount of money. So it's like my individual order is like, no, they probably wouldn't investigate that, but like for someone who looked at like, okay, like this, like if they were looking at like the total like monetary cost across like all things, like that would cross, I'm pretty sure that would easily like cross the threshold.
Hello, phone.
Hey, what's up, Roden?
Hello, Ian.
Yeah, I think just realistically speaking, that is kind of an issue that I don't know if anybody can act upon. You know what I mean? Like at a regulatory level.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of
they're
below
supposed to
pay grade of somebody like that.
I mean, they're supposed to be able to, and like I know that there's various like media like groups where I can kind of just publicly shame them, but I'd
Yeah.
rather the reg did it.
Maybe it could be like a news article on some like enthusiast press website that is related to that stuff, but I don't know.
Multiple of like our newspapers all seem to run like consumer like problems things, which
Yeah, like any sort of consumer watchdog group, you could try to report them to that, but I don't know.
like it feels to me like it kind of. Because I'm sure I'm sure this is it's something they've been doing in the background for years. Is like defunding all the regulators. So like that's why the newspapers are doing this, because like
Got more bad sound effects in this game.
It's up to you, Sophia.
You're finally asking for help.
I unlocked a white mage, Rodin.
Yeah? Is it
Well,
all your
it's-
dreams come true?
It's a class that I'm playing. I would hope you can unlock one for a party member at some point.
This looks good.
Lucky.
That I haven't found yet.
You having any more fun?
You know, you get some gems of a dialogue bit every now and again, but
So yeah, it's the best game
it's the best game I've ever played. I was excited to see that Tunic, which people are apparently saying is quite good, is a Game Pass game. Which I wonder if there were debates about that until like this very day, because in a lot of the Wario posts of like, oh fuck, that's a Tomberry. In a lot of the Wario 64 posts of like games coming to Game Pass, I'm pretty sure
Check it out, Jack.
Tunic was not ever listed.
It was because they explicitly said it is not coming to Game Pass.
Oh, but did they say that? Because it came to
Yes.
Game Pass. Weird.
Yeah, I know. I remember looking at it going, is this coming to Game Pass? Because like then I could try it and don't have to buy it. Was this... Oh no, that's how much space I have left. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember looking it up and they explicitly said this isn't coming to Game Pass.
Weird. Huh.
Here we are.
I didn't realize it was a like Microsoft only timed exclusive too, which is kind of poopy because I probably would have picked that up on PlayStation because I still have some PSN bucks. Also, while this level was loading, I wasn't paying attention. I don't exactly know which Final Fantasy this is supposed to be from. I assume that this is not their take on
Be quick.
the Junon underwater reactor, so... But maybe it is. I don't know. Doesn't feel very underwater.
Victory is still within reach.
Did I get turned around? Probably. Or does everything just look the same? Yeah, I did.
I mean, everything looks the same in this game.
no, I think
Okay.
I
Alright.
might actually
Afraid of the
take
past, Jack.
them to court on.
Things we see on this journey, they're stirring up our memories. Everyone's memories. There's a
Pretty sure you
reason
can't afford to take him to court.
there must also
No,
be
it
a
costs
reason
20.
we're remembering,
It costs
right?
£25. That's it.
Like I care.
It costs £25, and if I win, I get the £25 back from them. So they have to pay.
That's provided you don't have to pay for a lawyer, and you then win the case.
That thing's an ice.
No, it's because it's not a court with lawyers. Small claims court just has, like, they charge you that fee, and then the judge just decides without lawyers.
Now I feel a lot better.
You got a ways to go.
Because it's like it's not an amount that can go to like a full court. It can only go to, like, because it's such a small amount, it can only go to the small claims court. So it's.
What are they doing?
Hey, so aside from becoming warriors of light,
I actually, like, there's some other companies that I've been putting off for like actual serious amounts of, like, my bank. They owe me like several £100s. I might need to take them to claims court anyway. So I
I remember being
might just do it to
here
Pokemon
and
just
getting the
to.
crystal.
No, I don't want to lose to anyone else. I know I have to live and... No.
Oh, I almost fell over the.
Jack will be pissed if he overhears us. Let's not.
Because I thought there was like a minimum amount you can claim, but it doesn't look like there's a minimum, so I can take a £5 claim to the core.
Yeah, let's make our way to Paladin. Perform 2 holy imbued strikes. Not paying attention to where. There it is. At the boss already?
Look at that one. It makes all the others look like toys.
Look at that one, fun.
There must be a
It
way
makes
to
all
stop
the
it.
others look
We
like
just have to find
toys.
it.
So have you gotten any more fun story tidbits?
No. Just like continuing nonsense dialogue.
For now.
Ready to try again?
Where's this go?
So, the light of those 2 towers feeds into the cannon.
wonder what they do. Let's find out.
Shit. That hurts. Oh no, it hit Sophia, not me. Alright, that one hit me pretty good. Get out of there! Diarrhea? Is that the name of that spell?
I didn't see.
Let's see it. Dia? Oh no. I don't even know.
Dira.
I wrote it in my Dira.
It's good.
Take it from here, Neon.
Allow me.
Any victory is worth celebrating.
Oh, fuck this game.
Okay. That's what powered up the machine. We got one left to go.
Did I skip the proper way of going to the other? No.
Oh, it's the children who are wrong.
Well,
I wonder if the plot for this game is on Wikipedia yet, so I can just read it.
not experience it for yourself?
Nope.
Man. Sure, the twist is probably out there, right?
There's one.
I mean, I'm sure the twist is out there, but I'd like to read the full plot description if possible.
We must help Jack.
Oh. Run out of potions because of this stupid cannon fucker. Nope. Use your fucking heals. Sounds like Jed.
This one won't go down easy. Be on your guard.
Yeah, I did screw up the pathing on this.
Monsters.
Silence it for good.
They're scared to come out.
Time to stop it once and for all.
Still being fed by the other thing, though. I sequence broke the game. Well done, me. Never went up there. We'll use this technique in speedruns. Called the EJ maneuver.
Nice.
Save it. There's a fight up ahead.
Save
It won't be easy. We
Maybe
have to
now
focus
we're
on
at the
what's in
boss.
front of us before we can think about the things behind us.
Completely single-minded, huh? Damn.
Dodge required to unlock. Oh, maybe you should equip Knight then. Path of the Liberator is a mobile fortress. Doesn't sound like fun. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Apparently the levels go at least up to 300.
All right, that's reassuring because I feel like I'm
The monsters are bad news.
like hour
This
count
is
wise.
even worse.
Okay, that's really funny.
And someone else's
What?
memories become yours.
That angle for that cutscene with that hat.
Don't let her come near
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that supposed to be the guard scorpion? It's kind of a literal.
No way! That might be. I knew it! It's that same attack from before! Something's letting it.
Oh, I'm not the white mage anymore. What am I doing?
Just in case spoilers, on Chaos difficulty you can get job limit breaks as main mission rewards, which increase the job level and give you job mastery.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't not fear us.
Did I beat it already? Or no, that was just to halfway. Okay.
Looks like that set it off. I think it might need someone to calm it down. Right. Then let's get to it, shall we?
Honestly, there's no point playing in hard. Once you finish new game, you grind chaos till you have any job you want at master with near level 300 equip. Some side missions can be cheesed in a way that makes them trivial even at 300.
Wow. Well, yeah. Give me loot. Give me loot.
Nice work.
Apparently the assassin class has an ability that makes you completely invisible to enemies.
Oh, nice.
Reduces chance of enemy attacking you, but that basically means you get 30 seconds or so of time where you won't be attacked and enemies will attack the rest of your team.
Let Jed die. Let Jed die.
So, Fawn, what's your Stranger Paradise Final Fantasy Origin name?
Jack? What do you mean?
Look in games.
Oh, I'm not at my desk.
Tell me what you need me to do.
I don't even have my phone here.
Oh, right. Sorry. Shut up. But if I become a warrior of light, why would I come back? I'm nobody around here anyway.
Fight a guy with a fedora, Jed.
Pretty bold for a nobody.
Yeah.
You're free to go home later, but for now I need you here.
Right.
Found it. Okay. That dialogue was written by a robot. Genji Blade. Jed the Assassin. All right, so that I feel like that's the first companion job unlock thing I've seen. What's that? 74. I guess I do kind of do this then. Sacrifice. Oh, this is from Final Fantasy V. It's been a long time since I played that one.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
I'm counting on you.
What uses affinity in this game? Is it weapons or what?
There's one. I expect to be
Yes.
impressed.
Different weapons, even though different jobs can use different kinds of weapons, Some weapons will have specific job affinities.
So is it like a specific weapon has the affinity, or a weapon type that has affinity?
Specific weapon. So like here you can see the Brave Helm has like a mage affinity of 32% or whatever that icon is. The Wing Edge has a is that Barbarian or Warrior job affinity of 33. Honestly, I just press optimize every time I go into the inventory. Dark vents.
Apparently some people are saying HDR, turning off HDR helped a lot with the blurriness.
Oh, for me it was the opposite. I thought it looked a little better with HDR on. I believe the PS4 version doesn't even have HDR.
It's up to you, Sophia.
Allow me.
You a dark vent? Oh, you're like a mind flayer. No!
Take it from here, Neon.
Finally asking for
Nice try.
Show you a mind flayer.
Time for a change.
Check it out, Jack.
Let's be quick.
Come on, follow me. It's up to you, Sophia.
Allow me. Will do.
It's over. That looks troublesome.
Sweep them up.
Monsters have scurried away.
All right, let's keep going.
Worried I've passed some dark vents already because I have no idea what they're supposed to look like. In here. I do this.
Okay.
Looking all kinds of familiar. Right, was you? What does haste do in this game?
Oh, it just speeds up attack, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Any victory is worth celebrate.
I feel like I'm going super fast too.
This looks good.
Lucky.
Oh, maybe the dark vents are those like monster gates, you know?
All right.
Oh, are those cubes?
I need a break.
Have you
Purple.
killed Chaos yet?
Have I what?
What?
Have you killed Chaos yet?
No, not yet.
What the fuck are you doing?
I ask myself that a lot while I'm playing this game.
Oh, you purple.
All right.
Time for a change.
Has Ian regaled you of his Pokemon Center adventures?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's taking
Does
them to
Ian
court.
see Aaron?
He's taking him to church.
I don't know. From what I heard this morning, it sounds like Ian might be the ultimate Karen.
I don't know.
Just whining until customer service agents just give him free shit to get him the fuck out of the store.
I don't know. I don't know what it would take to be the ultimate Karen.
That's Elon Musk's favorite insult after pedo.
What did that do?
Let me tell you though, Ian, it is a true stereotype. As someone who worked retail for nigh on 6 years, everything you've told me today sounds like you would be the worst customer I'd ever have to deal with.
Go fuck yourself.
Rogue bands. Wait, is this false wall? Secrets unlocked.
Secret wall ahead, liar ahead.
Still don't know what these dark vents are. Pressed that earlier. Are you guys awake? No.
No. They fell asleep because this game's kind of boring.
He got bored of this. I didn't realize this until Kid Gloves posted this, but Neo, which is basically what this game is, has a
better mode
PS5
for
release.
PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 FPS.
I just tried a new PlayStation 5 game. I started playing some Demon Turf that I've been hearing about.
Demon
that
Turf?
game kind of seems a bit lifeless. Yeah,
So
Demon
you
Turf.
play the demon who's a turf.
No, I've
No,
not heard of
it's,
that.
you do play as a demon. There is no turfiness as far as I can tell.
Forge ahead.
It's a 3D platformer being published but not developed by the people who made Yooka-Laylee. And the gimmick of it is everything in the world is 3D modeled, so it's like a 3D platformer, except all the characters are 2D sprites.
Hello there.
And also you can set your own checkpoints.
No, it's the bats. My understanding was people didn't really like that first Yooka-Laylee, but the more 2D one people liked.
Yeah, people seem to prefer just a little bit more.
I never played either of those. So.
My understanding is, so my brother and I had Donkey Kong 64 growing up, and we liked it because we didn't know that it was largely hated. And going into the Yooka-Laylee Kickstarter pitch was like, we're not going to make it like Donkey Kong 64, which there's too many collectibles. And it turns out they made ukulele like Donkey Kong 64, and that there are too many collectibles.
Hey, look, what else are you gonna do in a Nintendo 64 style platformer if not collect things?
Yeah,
Our journey
comes
continues.
with the territory. I feel like,
It's like having a burger without meat.
or beetroot.
I had a burger without meat
pineapple.
earlier today. I had one of those Impossible burgers.
Whatever, fine. You'd eat that burger and you'd probably love it.
I tried. Yeah, I'd
Because
be
you're a-
really
because you're a
curious.
sicko.
Anything that George shows on that show, I'd be like, yeah, I'd eat that. The
Next fight might not be
that one gyro burger, like, oh man. Let me see if I can
Most of
find
the burgers he shows have like key ingredients I'm not fond of. Like anytime like pickles and mustard are involved, I'm out.
Those are classic burger things.
Yeah, but I don't like pickles or mustard.
Well, get Shrek, nerd. Use one of your
Granted, it
purpleism.
was a McDonald's burger, but I once ordered the Angus beef burger, not realizing it had beetroot on it. I took a bite of it and was immediately disgusted with it because I hate beetroot.
George Moats.
So the Australia thing with beetroot is a real thing, though, is what you're confirming.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, beetroot's a
Yeah.
very real thing. It's not on every burger. It's like on if you get an Aussie Angus beef burger or like a burger with a lot, it will have beetroot on it.
Wait, hold on. I thought Angus beef was like a U.S. beef classification.
I think it's just a.
I don't know. McDonald's have an
breed
Angus
of-
beef burger.
I know there's U.S. Wagyu, which seems like counterintuitive, considering Wagyu beef is by definition a specific type of Japanese cow.
It's Aberdeen Angus. It's a Scottish thing. I'm sure there's other places that have Angus cattle though.
does not fear us.
Wagyu's Japanese beef.
Aren't Wagyu cows supposed to be like massaged daily and
Yeah, they get
fed
that's
whiskey
how you
and
get
Yeah,
the
that's why
marble.
like a single Wagyu steak costs like $400.
How do
They
I
get- they
apply
get
to
thick.
become a Wagyu cow?
They get thick.
Well, as long as you're fine with being butchered eventually for your meat,
Yeah.
to
Who's
fit
not?
to assholes like I don't know.
Like Ian.
No, Ian doesn't. Ian can't afford Wagyu. It's for richer assholes.
Time to go to work.
Ian spends all his money on Pokemon cards instead of eating Wagyu.
And Lego,
I got the
probably,
video
but-
for the. I haven't made the sauce yet, but if you remember, like the Gyro 2 burger with like the what, like the
Oh, is that the
Suzuki
sequel to
sauce.
the first
Suzuki,
Gyro
yeah.
burger?
Yeah. I was
Gyro-
like, damn, I want that sauce.
Gyro things are very popular around here. There's
a
a
lot of
place
Greeks
that
in
makes
Pittsburgh.
a burger like that called Mike and Tony's. But like one thing that is regionally popular in Pittsburgh is a gyro omelet.
Nice.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah, like gyro, like lamb
Yeah.
gyro with the that sounds
Gyro
all right.
sauce. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite thing, but unlocks the spell holy. Holy cow!
Two
Batman.
things. Two facts I've just been informed about. One, Mike Tyson has a company that makes edibles.
Yes, and they're called Mike Bites. Yes.
They
And
make what?
the edibles are shaped like
Oh,
ears.
edibles. Oh my God, they're shaped like ears. That's kind of fucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're called Mike Bites.
Oh, does he give a portion of the proceeds to Hollyfield?
I don't think he
Who
needs the
knows?
money.
He's also a known rapist, so you know there's that.
Oh, look, everyone's a little bit rapey.
Well, yeah, he went to jail. Pretty sure.
As the counts, just to use. So reported numbers.
Get turned around. I fucking hate this game. Still don't even know what a dark vent is.
Ready for anything.
back at the beginning of this level.
Let's be quick.
Time to go to work. Better tread carefully.
Getting all kinds of turned around.
How long will the header of the Discord be, Jack?
I don't know.
Forever.
Until one of us remembers to change it or something, I don't know.
Exactly.
You are all of us, Jack.
All of us truly have a hatred for chaos that knows no bounds.
Did you listen to this week's Bombcast where Jada was like, yeah, this game kind of seems bad, but also kind of alright?
I did not.
He talked about how he went into the demo thinking it was going to be terrible, but then he ended up kind of loving it by the end of it. So.
He's like, it reminds me of The Bouncer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can beat this game in 2 hours?
No.
Fought witches.
Jeff also said it seems terrible in all the best ways.
I gotta be quiet. Like, I dare you to scream real loud. You know, my mom's doing like a conference for her school.
Start making sex noises. It'd be really funny. Whoops.
That will be really funny. You're right.
Where do we go now?
Who can it be now?
Oh, this deadly room. I took a rocket to the face. Rikinga. I just went in a big circle. Still having no fucking clue what a dark vent is.
Okay.
A grinding to be done on this level. Paladin.
You just get a trophy?
Congratulations, you're an idiot.
Are you gonna platinum this game? Hold
no,
on,
I think you have to
check
play
how
it twice to platinum it.
Can you check for me what your trophy percentage is real quick?
I don't know how I do that.
You hit the PlayStation button and then you go to your profile next to the power off button. Then trophies. It's very counterintuitive.
32%.
You're almost
I'm
there.
getting up there. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, you
78%,
must love this
and I
game.
never played this. It's the power of transferring a save.
No, that's what we call the power of transferring.
It's true, it is transferring that got you those.
Right. Radiant Aura.
Do you think we will ever see a AAA clicker game?
No.
I mean,
Well, not in the
wanted to-
traditional sense of a clicker, but
yeah.
Look strong.
It's kind of like a Sora's Wrath, if you think about it.
I
mean, every game's a clicker game if you want to be reductive.
I kind of want to play that thing, but I don't own anything it's out on. I wonder if they'll ever port it.
360.
I would love if that got a PC port, but yeah, I ended up buying it digitally on the back compat sale.
I don't have an Xbox.
I think it gets the 4K upscaling, but it doesn't have double the frame rate kind of thing, I don't think. Casting holy on you, bud.
Hey, why didn't you cast Holy on the Tonberry?
I didn't have it then. Dark Vent, where are you?
Time for a change.
This game just seems dark.
Yeah,
This
this
level
level
is particularly
particularly.
dark.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of contrast between, like, walls and floors.
Welcome to video games, baby.
So this is the very start of the level. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the Dark Vent. The mission objective does say destroy all Dark Vents. And yet this is the first one I've seen. Did we do it?
It says destroy all dark vents. Yeah,
Why wouldn't
there
it just
you
say
go.
destroy the Dark Vent? Because there's only one.
I mean, one is all, so...
Maybe there was
But
another
they
one,
said
but you
Dark
just
Vents
didn't see it.
plural.
Well, look. Maybe the people who translated this English isn't their first
More of
language.
Jed's memories have been unlocked.
Hell yeah.
Let's hear it for Jed.
I'm good.
The Paladin equipped a katana? Let's see. Seems like maybe. This is an assassin.
This seems like a game that in 2 years' time it will be given away in PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I feel like more like
can't equip
yeah, like that you're being not generous enough with the time frame.
Smithy.
Alan Smithy?
If I directed
What's your
this
favorite
game, I
Alan
would
Smithy
have
movie?
put that as the director's name.
There's not a video game equivalent of Alan Smithy, unfortunately.
That I know of.
We should make it Beach Thunder.
Oh yeah?
David Thunder.
Yeah. David Thunder.
Did you know that there is a movie about a director who hates his movie so much he seeks to get an Alan Smithy credit on it? Ironically, the director hated the movie so much that he himself sought out an Alan Smithy credit on the movie. And as
I
a
do know
result,
this.
they have now retired the Alan Smithy credit from circulation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did know this, but I knew this from the Flophouse, which is where I assume you learned this from.
I learned it from a YouTube series that sometimes exists called This Exists.
This is the Junon reactor. Here we are. The Sunken Shrine.
Did you know that David Lynch once pulled an Alan Smithy?
On Dune, I believe.
Yes, the TV version specifically, because they edited a bunch of stuff that he did not want in there.
If he didn't have his hands on every part of it, it's not his.
Something to confess. Just like Jed did.
Oh, God. What is it, Neon?
What did Jed confess?
See,
I'm actually Chaos.
I'm not like you guys. I was born here, in Cornelia.
Oh shit, is this a
For the
Star Fox
longest
game?
time, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember how I got this. But now I do. The one who gave it to me was Astos. I
Is that
remember
the elf?
being there, in the Chaos Shrine. He gave me the crystal and told me I'd be needing it. I took it from him.
It
Then
yielded to the
darkness.
darkness.
The next thing I knew, you guys were
Yielded to
there.
the darkness.
That sure beats my confession.
I felt like I had been waiting for that moment for a long time. But I don't remember much anymore.
This Chaos took all my memories.
Now is that
They're all having
I
memory
want
issues.
To see this
It's
through to
weird.
the end. And I
a
want it
video
just
game.
as badly as you guys do. I won't give up. I know we can.
If
do
you're a
this together.
Japanese video game and one of your characters doesn't have amnesia, what are you even doing?
Try anything weird and you're out.
Dude, she
Right.
started this whole thing fucking weird. Goodness, Jack. My goodness.
Cube.
Lube.
Looks like we're
I have
in
lubed a cube before.
Guessed.
Oh yeah, with your butt?
With Vaseline, which turns out is not the way you
Vaseline from your butt?
because it wears down the plastic. I then later lubed a different cube with silicone spray, which is slightly better for it. But there is
And then you
actual,
just stuck it up your butt?
and then there is actual cube lube that people recommend for speed cubing, but
Can
Speed
you?
cubing where you stick as many cubes as you can up your
Yeah.
butt.
Can you solve a Rubik's cube by inserting it
Lucky.
In your
my
butt?
rectum.
and then just doing a little wiggle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, if you train your
Smart here.
oh fuck, what's that muscle
Sphincter.
called again? I don't sphincter.
Kegel.
Yeah, your Kegel muscles enough, then you can probably do it. Yeah, sure.
I don't know if that is butt related.
No, you're getting it far enough up there that it becomes useful. You know, it's like a specific spot right in there.
Cubes.
I'm sure.
I know that song.
Ian, do you know how to solve a Rubik's cube?
It's an old song, but it's
With your butt,
everyone in
Seems like
Cornelia
something you'd know how to do.
Know that, Jack?
with your butt.
No, don't care.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ian has gone back to muting you, Purple.
Yeah.
With your butt.
Let me check if I've been blocked.
Let's go.
I have been. Neat.
Nope. Yep. Assassination.
Cool. Ian has the thinnest skin of anyone on the server.
Mine's pretty thin.
Any victory is worth celebrating.
Yeah, but you're cool, is the difference.
No, I'm not. Oh, environmental
The
effects.
electricity coming out of that thing.
We should definitely keep a wide berth.
You should
All I'm
definitely get
saying
white
is,
butt.
as someone who works in retail, I wouldn't want to deal with Ian. Is all I'm saying. Seems like
I'm
you
sure
did
it'd be
my
bad.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Next.
And apparently that's enough to get me
It has
blocked.
the
I think
same
that's pretty
design as
funny.
another.
So, if we
Blowing
can
up the
find a
generator.
You can't. Oh, there we go.
I can and I did.
There was no damage indicators for the first like 20 attacks.
Fuck
This game
Mikey
doesn't seem
there.
very good.
I would
Mikey
love
there.
to get a candid interview on the development of this thing. Like, what was the intention? How did it happen?
I think all of it is earned. Even like the bullshit puts music on
Yeah.
one thing.
I'm pretty sure this is like really intentional.
I fear it's all 100%.
Oh, I really don't think it's intentional. I think this game was released well before it was ready to be done, so they could get it out before the end of the fiscal year. They don't even have mini maps.
There's that thing where you talk to characters in front of the same.
Yeah, because clearly that was like there was supposed to be a hub world. That had to have. It can't possibly be. Let's put this NPC interaction on a menu, and you have to load in after you click talk.
Oh god, this game is so good.
Which, like, even though this game loads slow on a PS5, imagine having to do that on a PS4, where each time you hit talk, you have to wait like 2 minutes for the game to load the level.
I don't know. I've been constantly unimpressed with the PS5 premise of like it never has to load. Because like fucking, I've been playing Miles Morales. I've been like slowly chipping away because I know it's a short game. I play like maybe 30 minutes of it at a time because I know it's not that long. And then I go play other things. And then every time I launch Miles Morales, it's like, all right, it needs to load this menu screen where Miles is on the subway. Then you need to select the one and only save file that you have. Then it needs to load you into the game. Then you can play. Then it's seamless. But like, it takes so long to get into a game. And the whole like sales pitch of the PS5 is like, hey, just hit the game in the start menu and boom, you're playing. Like
Do you
that
not
hasn't
put your console to rest? Like, are you always turning it off or something?
No, I put it to rest.
Basically, once I start playing a PS5 game, it always.
When I wake up the PS5 from sleep, it goes right into the game. Yes.
Yeah.
But if I'm opening the game,
like, I really only load a game like the first time I start it, and then it's just like, oh, you're like instantly resuming it.
For example, if I'm playing Miles Morales, I'm like, oh, I want to play this thing instead. Miles Morales then takes like 2-3 minutes to actually get to playing the game. And I thought the whole pitch of the PS5 is like, you push X on the game and now you're playing it. And that is not the case as far as I can tell.
I feel like you're doing something wrong because it was always pretty instantaneous for me. The game where I really noticed it between levels was Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, that was fast.
Yeah, there's very specific, like, oh, this is the end of the level, into the cutscene. This would definitely be where a normal load is, but it's just like a wipe, fade, and you're already in the next level, which is very slick.
I never closed that game, so I'm not sure if that jumps straight into the game like it's supposed to. Because I remember like half the pitch is like, yeah, you'll never see like those studio logos again. And every time I launch a game after I've closed it, I see those studio logos again. And I'm like, wasn't this part of this?
Maybe I'm just pretty single-minded when I play a game, but that's usually been the case for me.
Should we take a breather?
I did platinum Ratchet and Clank over a weekend, though. That was a fun game.
Yeah, I really liked that game.
That was also my first Ratchet and Clank game I've ever played.
First one I played to completion, yeah. I bought Crack in Time, but never beat it. And then...
I had a friend in middle and high school who was really into those games, and whenever we were over at his house, he would frequently go like, I want to platinum this game, and we'd watch him platinum the game, and I was like, this seems okay at best. I don't see the appeal. And then I played the PS5 one. I'm like, oh, I see the appeal.
Yeah,
I'd play another one.
It's a good game.
I wonder if they're
the best game of 2021.
I wonder if they're gonna let that series die again in favor of all the superhero games that studio is making.
If it's sold well, probably not. I mean, Sony owns the brand now, but
yeah.
I am way more excited about Wolverine knowing Insomniac's working on it. I feel like they've been hitting home runs for.
And didn't they also say that they're making a new Spider-Man game?
Yes, they are working on a 2, like an official Spider-Man 2 or whatever.
I wonder how that's going to work, because now that I've been playing Miles Morales, I don't think I can go back to Spider-Man 1 style combat without like the electricity powers. And I feel like
I'm
I can
sure
see
the
them.
combat will evolve, you know?
Yeah. I feel like,
Hey, Jack.
in my mind's eye, the way I'm envisioning how it could possibly work is there will be sequences where you play as Peter Parker, and there'll be sequences where you play as Miles Morales to keep like combat changing all the time.
Or it's a completely co-op campaign. That'd be sick. But
That'd be sick.
I've been telling myself I'm going to go back and replay Spider-Man, the remastered version on the PS5, but I've yet to do it.
I platinumed it, but I did not platinum the DLC.
Yeah, I never did the DLC. The Black Cat stuff?
The Black Cat stuff, it goes way further than the Black Cat stuff. The reason why I never platinumed it is it brings back, forgot her name, but it's like the kind of influencer villain that had like its little mission in the main game.
Oh, the podcast link? Ah, man, I don't remember. That's right. They do J. Jonah Jameson as like an Alex Jones kind of character.
There's like
right?
a Twitch streamer lady or something. I forgot her name, but they give her a bunch of challenges throughout the DLCs, and they focus a lot on the stealth ones, and the stealth ones were never that exciting to me. And I was like, I'm not going to play these stealth missions. I'm just going to play the story for this DLC.
I think there is a, was it the noir suit that like gives you a buff to stealth in that, if I'm remembering?
Maybe.
Ready to try again?
I know that in the
Must be the key to that door.
first Spider-Man game, but not Miles Morales, ironically, they have an Into the Spider-Verse suit that animates at half frames.
Yeah, that was
much
cool.
like the movie. There
Yeah.
is a Spider-Verse suit in Miles Morales, but it's just the suit, no special animation.
You remember what suit I used for the most part in the first Spider-Man?
For a large part of the late game in the first one, I used the cell-shaded one, which looked really stupid during all the emotional cutscenes.
I can imagine.
If we revive the water crystal, we can
Here's one that has a
restore
cat
the
in the back.
The sea will be itself again.
Be itself?
I admit
Spider
I'm
cat.
unclear on the details.
When's that Spider-Verse movie, the animated sequel, supposed to come out? That's this year, right?
This year, but it's only half the movie. They're making it in 2 parts.
Oh, I didn't know that. You think, are they bringing back Nick Cage?
Who knows?
I hope so.
I pretty much only saw that movie recently because I like John Mulaney, and I know John Mulaney is Spider-Ham. And I can see them bringing back John Mulaney again because now he's trying to make a comeback after
Rehab,
Nightmare.
right?
Yeah. Not just Rehab, but he seems to have made a bunch of very questionable life decisions back to back to back. And I hope it all works out for him, but I would not be surprised if it does not work out for him.
Oh.
Hello, Foley.
Oh, Fooly.
Foley, whom everybody loves.
This is true.
I'm still cursed, Fooly, to play this game.
Fully, just to give you some quick updates, Ian got mad I called him a Karen and has now blocked and muted me.
He straight up told you to go fuck yourself.
He does
just
it a
about
lot.
the most. Oh, really? That's the first I've heard it.
I get the sense that Ian doesn't like me.
Well, you can't please everybody, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's one. I expect to be we'll be here forever at this rate.
I should have cast Holy on these fuckers when I had the height advantage.
Whom everybody loves.
Oh, we're being electrocuted, mama.
Any potions left? Fight with caution.
Does your health go up with the better equipment that you have, or do you always have the same amount of health? You're just upping defense.
That's a fantastic question. I don't know the answer to. Because I haven't seen what, like on this screen, you don't see what your HP number is, so I don't know. Let's see. So 1768.
Maybe it changes the class or something?
It didn't go up. Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you swap to your other class and then check your stats, does it change?
Let's see. Yeah, it changed.
Yeah, it went down a little bit.
Time for a change.
Time for a change.
Oh wait, that's a thing. Lufinian log. Emotions generated by the human heart.
Drastic.
It is my humble
solution
opinion that
to
a
the
drastic
human problem.
Yes, we must get rid of these humans.
Yeah, I'm going to start referring to things as the human problem.
I mean, if you think about it, humans are the cause of all humanity's problems.
Yeah. And problems for a lot of other things.
Have you considered that the lizard people are also responsible?
That's a fantastic point.
Also, I guess one humanity problem was caused by emus, but that's just because Australia's special.
We already dealt with that problem. Don't worry about it.
Did you? Because it sounds like they won.
Yeah, we dealt with it by it no longer being an issue.
Paladin's doing work. Wish it could have equipped my fancy katana, but...
Is that an expert class or an advanced class?
I think it's expert. I'll have to double check, though. It would make sense to me if it's expert, because Dark Knight is an expert one.
But Breaker was also...
Hey, Font, in 4 minutes, you'll been playing this game for 12 hours.
I'm never getting those hours back.
I have bad news for you on how all hours work, Font.
So how much does this remind you of the Junon reactor?
A little bit.
Like it has catwalks.
Yeah.
What part would the Junon reactor be in the remake?
You don't go to the reactor until you do the submarine stuff, so... I don't know. That might not be till like a part 3, I guess. So you have to go around and get all the huge materia, whatever.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before, but I don't remember your opinion. Where do you think part 2 will end?
That's a great question. Maybe the end of disc 1? If I had to put money on it, that would be my guess. But then again, depending upon how many parts they actually are planning. You know, think about how much they dragged out Midgar. It could very well be. It's all on what they plan on doing, I guess. You know.
Where does disc 1 end again? I can't remember.
Believe after the Aerith incident.
Oh right. Well, I guess things are changing though.
That'd be a big cliffhanger
they've broken free of the shackles of fate.
Of destiny, of fate. Yeah.
Which can only mean.
Yeah.
Oh, cubes.
Long last. Stop dragging your feet, Jed.
What? You're calling me out? That hurts, man.
Holy Fang Mastery. Duelist points. Yeah, let's see. Paladin is an expert.
Okay.
Liberator, huh? Oh,
It's
it looks
Liberator.
like
Does it
Liberator
give you
can
like a...
hold a katana.
Sorry. Does it give you like a little explanation on what all the classes do when you just hover over them or something?
I
Like
think
what the
so.
purpose of it is?
Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't. Maybe not. Oh, that can use all.
Oh man,
weapons.
according
Use
to
everything.
according to this r/movie details post, in one of the shots in Back to the Future Part 2, there is a shot of a newspaper, and there is a headline for a review of the bad Jaws movie that they
Jaws 23 or
briefly
whatever.
showcased, and the headline is Jaws without bite. So it sounds like in universe that Jaws 3D is not very good.
Had to cut through your friends first.
Give us back the crystal.
You demand to have the crystal back.
I thought this name of this boss was Karen for a second.
Oh, it's Ian?
Kraken.
Kraken.
What would we do?
You have come all this way. Yet know not of its
Note that not only has Ian blocked immunity, but he's been silent ever since.
Say something.
You would bring mayhem.
Teasing.
I don't have time to listen to your nonsense.
You dare raise your blade at the Kraken. You forget your place.
You forget your place, Fawn.
I do. Often.
Here it comes. Taking them head on is gonna hurt.
Well, I just need you to remember that Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind.
How do... Where was haste? There it is. God, I'm moving so fucking fast. This is crazy.
We must avoid getting hit at all costs. We better work it's not over.
What's the fastest game you've ever played? With like the fastest character or player move?
I got pretty good at Dead Cells and like getting through a lot of that stuff super fast. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Microsoft's Flight, or no, some space sim.
So what? That was
Watching our every move. Be careful.
It's kind of a cop-out answer, though.
You're finally asking for
It's a boss done. Let's get the loot, get the loot. The water's light.
Now the real Dark Souls begins.
What if I told you that this game contains its own sequel in a Dragon Quest style way, and you have another 80 more hours to go?
You should touch it as much as possible. Your personal memories will be stored in that device too. There is much to be gained from memories of your experiences. If you fail to do so, you run the risk of forgetting when you transfer.
Oh, this looks so good.
I don't care. It's not worth remembering.
Don't say that. You are nothing if not the sum of your memories.
That's a good point.
This seems like some Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
I feel like part of my guess is that this world is in an eternal cycle of struggling between light and dark. I don't know.
Wait, you're saying it's a JRPG?
Mm-hmm. It's basically a time loop, but not actually a time loop.
It's too dangerous here. We have to go now.
Are you at the end of the game? What's happening?
I don't think so, but I don't know. I think this is the last of the 4 crystals, though.
I read someone say that they were playing it on easy or something like that, and it took them like 36 hours.
Wow.
Keep going, Fawn. You got this.
I heard the opposite though. I remember reading reviews that said like, oh, it's somewhere between like 19 and 24 hours.
Maybe it depends on how much side stuff you do as you play through it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you have Chaos difficulty now, but I'm guessing you beat the game, you unlock Chaos difficulty, and that lets you unlock like the class masteries.
The currents are moving, so that means the sea's back to normal.
So now what?
Seeing these helmets and masks and stuff on makes me wonder, how long do you think we'll see until a game has an unlockable, like COVID N95 face mask that you can put on your character?
It's already
Tony Hawk
happened
game
in
did.
Division.
Waiting somewhere.
Yeah, Tony Hawk had that.
It hasn't left me.
Jack, are you Chaos?
Yeah, on the Tony Hawk.
castle?
That Tony Hawk remake in the school level is like, pick up your kids. We're closing. We got COVID.
I need to get back to that. It just reminded me of how bad I am at those games. It's like, oh, right, yeah, I suck. Okay.
Let me try getting better. Like, not bailing.
What do you guys think Fred's up to?
I think Fred is busy rolling in those YouTube bucks from making.
He's probably like being busy, being really horny for the girl who was cooking.
Maybe it just means we still have a job to do.
This is the best Fred media. Why is it Fred from Studio?
Regardless of whether that hunger in my
No,
Fred
fuck Fred from Scooby-Doo, Jesus.
I mean, does it track after I don't think so.
What happens after that, I wonder.
Why is Scooby-Doo like the best cartoon ever made? Like it's not. It's lasted for so long.
That doesn't mean it's good, like the best. It just means it's good enough. I don't know, we live in a land where everything is a sequel to something else. So if you already have something established that has maintained popularity, you're sitting on a golden goose.
I'm the golden goose. The false warriors. Do we find out we are the false warrior?
I am the key
your missions went away.
Yeah.
I am the key
big
master.
story
You are the
thing
gatekeeper.
coming up. Kill screen.
Kill screen coming up. Man, it's been a while since I've seen that. We should have watched that as a server.
Yeah, it's a wild movie to watch after knowing he cheated. It's pretty sick.
I remember I had to track it down at a Blockbuster, and they had to get it transferred from another Blockbuster to get it for me, because it was like, who the fuck wants to watch this movie? What? And I'm like, no, I'm a nerd. I want to.
Back in the day, that was an early Netflix find.
It was before Netflix was a thing, if I remember correctly.
Should I take a break? Should I go straight into Cornelia?
This seems like a story thing and not like a...
Yeah, here we go. This is why we play the game.
Welcome to Cornelia. Oh, hey, Slippy.
Do a barrel roll. You know, if you type the words "do a barrel roll" into Google, Google does a barrel roll.
I didn't check to see if I could talk to Fred.
We've risked our lives to restore light to the crystals.
Did you know that Mabel's the best cat who has ever
Than
lived?
ever before. Is this not what you wanted? Yet we return to sneers and snickers.
She's a little bit naughty, though.
To say, then say it now.
Lucan's prophecy says 4 warriors of light will come. 4.
There's 5 of you. That makes no sense.
Wait, one of them's an imposter. Is this Among Us?
Says who?
There's Fred.
You?
Is Fred wearing an ascot?
You?
Think so.
Or maybe you?
The Darkness looms around us, closer than ever. What did you do?
Guys, could we screw this up?
So much for a hero's welcome.
Somebody's mic is
Let's head to the
picking
castle.
up the stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
I think it might be Foley. It kind of sounds like. I don't know if
No,
Foley's
Foley's been muted this
muted.
entire time. I'm pretty certain it's Ian.
Unfortunately, I could not contact Ian if it was because I've now been blocked.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Curious.
Can someone ask Curious if he would like me to buy him a new microphone and headset?
Didn't you already do that?
You've already asked
I will
him that.
happily. No, I can't because he blocked and muted
You've
me.
already asked him that another day before this.
And I get just silence.
That's an answer. That's a negatory.
You! What have you done?
This Brooklyn-style Domino's pizza does not hold up when reheated.
We found the
Gotta
lost
say.
crystals and restored their light.
And yet flames leap wild from our hearths. Fierce gusts of wind rattle our windows.
Did we make the crystals evil?
Shores, and the land shifts and groans under our very feet.
Have we been using evil crystals?
Might take some time to get used to.
That's the big twist.
I bet this is what this.
I don't know, maybe there's nothing stabilizing the crystals. Who can say?
Remember, all the crystals at the party have are like
You as demons in the
black.
town below. They call you dark servants of chaos.
You built the chiral network so that you could bring down all of humanity.
Oh, it's Princess
That
Sarah.
was rude. The history of Cornelia is tightly bound to chaos. Who can remember a world without its dark presence lurking in the shadows beside us? Yes, the
Great point,
crystal's
Sarah.
light has been restored. But we cannot expect the prosperity of our lost golden age to reappear.
We can't get over how round Mabel's paws are. It's so cute.
Change is never easy. Until peace returns, is it not our responsibility to be the light of hope for the people? To give them a beacon to look to for comfort?
Your Majesty, terrible news. The pirates of Pravica are running
Oh,
amok
no.
in the city.
What? That rabble is no match for our soldiers. Capture them at once. No, slaughter them.
Forgot where I saw this, but something I saw ages ago gave me pause. What other type of crime other than pirates do we like worship?
They're already in the castle,
Yeah,
dude.
out.
Putting them on the walls isn't going to do much.
Fighting's what I live for.
Mafia.
Forgotten.
I'm talking mafia, yeah.
Can I talk to you guys? Yeah, let's talk to you.
I've overlooked all manners of atrocities committed by those serving.
I saw YouTube recommended a video for me the other day that was one of the New York mafia people, like, kind of talking about how the mafia operates and runs. And at the end, he's like, yeah, I don't think the mafia is going to be around in 10, 20 years because the feds are starting to get, like, really interested in shutting them down.
Please, don't let the people.
And they have unlimited resources as opposed to the mafia.
Tony Soprano started at the end of something. The power of the PlayStation 5.
Hell yeah, look at those little times. They're so fast. I'm curious to see how the SSD affects like the game that Sony makes for like their prestige titles, where they have stuff like you need to lift this door, which is secretly a loading zone. Will they like still have stuff like that? I'm curious.
The game's still coming out on PS4, then yeah.
Let's go.
More trash to dispose of.
Have you fought pirates before?
Yeah. when you go to find the mayor who lives in the cave, it's all pirates.
Pirates all the way down, baby.
We're the pirates who don't do anything. Man, it was weird that VeggieTales was like Christian propaganda, huh?
Not weird at all. It's like incredibly explicit.
Okay, yes, but here's the thing. As someone who like rented those tapes as a kid, it was explicit only at the end. They would just be.
Did you not get the part where they're all telling like Bible stories?
Not all of them are Bible stories. Like the pirates who don't do anything is not a Bible story, and it would just be like
they're just some reoccurring characters from like multiple VeggieTale things.
Mike, you missed it. Ian has blocked and muted me again.
You probably deserved it.
No, I really didn't.
You probably deserved it.
Like, I only ever watch VeggieTales in RE class.
Resident Evil class?
Religious education.
Oh.
I like how Font and I both had the same idea.
I don't know what RE class could stand for other than Resident Evil.
We had when like from like up until basically my last 2 years of school, when every class was dictated, we all had religious education classes where we sat around and learnt about the Bible or Christianity or whatever, sometimes Judaism, but it was predominantly Christianity.
Did you ever learn about Scientology?
No, it was an Anglican school, so you learnt about Christian shit.
Man, I'm fascinated by Scientology.
Yeah, we'll go become one then. Give them all your money.
I know enough not to become a Scientologist, but I'm fascinated by it.
There's one. I expect to be impressed.
Sure.
You know what PS5 game I hope gets a sequel? Sackboy, A Big Adventure. That game rules.
Not this?
No. I don't even think you want this to have a sequel, Farr.
Yeah, well... You might have a point there.
Hey, maybe a sequel would be even better. You don't know.
I'm waiting for a news story to come out being like, oh, we accidentally uploaded the PlayStation 4 version to the PS5 store. Like, this is... It would explain so much, honestly.
I mean, if this game simply looked and ran better, would it be better? Or... I mean, just have to play the same game.
Yeah, it wouldn't fix, like, a lot of the fundamental issues, but this doesn't look like a PS5 game.
Let's be quick. Ready for it.
And especially now knowing that Neo got a PS5 release that had 4K visuals and a 120 FPS mode. Whereas this thing...
There also was an older game made that was just ported to newer consoles.
Well, what do you think this game is? This came out on PS4. This is not doing anything like PlayStation 5-y.
The only native 120 FPS game I have on PS5 is Ollie Ollie World. And that's a good gas video game. I need to go back and finish it.
Like, this game looks like crap, and it doesn't even run well. It's very odd. You would think running at 1080p, it would at least have a solid 60 FPS. But no way,
Oh,
Jose.
man, no.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the PC version of this game is shit too.
Yeah, I assume Digital Foundry is not doing a video on this game, but it'd be fascinating.
I saw someone on Reddit comparing the console versions, but nothing to PC.
Yeah, same here.
Is this on Xbox?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It came out on all modern stuff.
Except for the Switch.
I wouldn't call the Switch modern, but...
Who's that?
What is that?
It's Pirate Man. Evil pirate.
No way. Captain?
Captain?
Possessed by chaos or something.
The Possessed.
So what are you doing with that bar that fills up, Fawn?
Which bar?
When you do magic, you have like a radius menu, but also there's like a circle filling up.
Yeah, that's your time to cast, because the longer you hold it down determines if you cast a single spell or the multi-hit version of it or the fully powered up version.
Mm-hmm. So you can cast any spell immediately, it's just going to be the weaker version of it.
Yes and no. Like, real high tier spells like Flare and Holy, you actually have to hold it down for the whole duration before it'll even cast.
Okay.
Punch that pirate in the face.
And Chinese for dinner.
Nice.
You ate Chinese people for dinner?
Yeah.
Hungry.
Had the cannibalism perk.
My crew, my friends, the darkness seduced them like a siren. Yeah, we noticed. Weren't much human left in them, eh? The sea, she's changed. We lost our home, a way of life. All us old sea dogs were scared,
Lost our home.
confused, angry. And that's when the darkness took hold. It happened in the blink of an eye. I couldn't do anything for them.
I'm offering an olive branch.
I'm just a deckhand past his prime.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
Let's get you some.
Curiosus, what's your PayPal? Let me buy you a new headset.
Dude, you've asked him that before. What are you doing? He doesn't want...
No.
He's also not going to see it because he hasn't blocked.
I went looking for Astos, figuring he could put a stop to all this, but that sneaky scoundrel was nowhere to be found. Find him for their sakes. Astos. If my guess is right,
How far are you from the finishing the main story, Fawn?
I have no idea. I'm at like
Have you looked up how long to
count
beat for this game?
Purple was saying it's like 18 to 24 hours. Rodin
I
was
saw
saying it's like in the 30s.
24, but I'm also hearing reports that maybe it might be 38. Who's to say?
My guess is you now have to go through all the areas you played through initially. They're just now harder because they've been shrouded in darkness or whatever.
Final Fantasy Stranger. Why did I thought it was Shadow? I mean, even
it doesn't even matter.
I was like Shadow. It's like Shadow something.
The name of this game is as nonsensical as the rest of it.
Oh, there's nothing on how long to beat. It's not enough data. 4 people have beaten it. 1 person's replaying it. 2% of the people playing it have retired.
Tell us where we can find Astos.
104 people have it in their backlogs.
Follow the bats. They're his creatures.
Bats were what was letting us teleport.
Got it.
Or the white ones, at least.
This may sound odd coming from an old corsair like me, but don't give in to hatred. Don't let it control you. Or you'll end up like old Dickie. I don't even know
Dickie
anymore. How did it all end up like this?
Mustard.
I've never made it this far before. In all my fragmented memories, nothing resembles this.
What happens now?
We dive headfirst into the unknown. All right, let's get a move on.
Schemes of the past. All right. Let's check in. See what Fred's up to.
I saw the way you fought. No warrior of light could be so cruel.
Fred's got a good point.
Creature, as I always suspected.
Thanks for saving my life back there.
After seeing you kill those things, well, people are scared of you now. Especially you, Jack.
Those ungrateful idiots don't care that you're fighting to save them.
So much blood has already been shed. But the death toll
Wait, is she
would be
on our
far
side?
worse if not for you. Why doesn't anyone realize that?
Thanks, Jessica.
You fought like a demon.
You rescued the princesses. Which means there's still hope for Cornelia. Please, push back this darkness. Save us.
I'm a sword fighter.
And she just laughed. I was far, like, wait, what happened? The Sanchez just left.
All right, I think that's it for now.
Goodbye.